Hey everybody, welcome back to Eeks and Geeks.
Woo!
Oh.
We're underwater this week.
Go immediately.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
I'm doing good.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we accidentally took a week off.
Oops.
Yeah, we have to keep them on their toes.
Yeah. Never let them know your next move.
Right.
We're more organized now, though. So
Yeah.
we got this.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll
We have a
see.
secret
Busy
weapon called a shared app.
Call this schedule. You might not have heard of it.
Yes, very professional stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all in the spooky season?
Oh, fully invested.
Don't even
Yeah?
he started.
I've already watched
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Not
God.
yet. I haven't watched it yet.
I watched Hocus Pocus 2.
I need to see that. I
I'm
need
so
to see
excited.
that.
I'm so
I
excited.
loved it.
You loved it?
Yeah.
I had a great time.
They really targeted the girls and the gays.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I've been like TikTok, I feel like is really ragging on it. And I'm like, I think it's supposed to just be a fun little Halloween.
They're also riding on Rings of Power, so
That's true.
TikTok doesn't know shit.
Can't trust any of these hoes.
Nope.
It was a fun nostalgia, like. And the only thing I'll say is like, because they show like many of them, that little actress that plays Winifred, so good.
Like-
Her like little versions of
yeah, it's literally insane.
Her mannerisms are like so spot on. Oh my
The
god,
teeth.
so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to watch it.
Oh, it's so good. It's so cute.
Yeah,
Wow.
definitely feeling the spooky vibes.
Yeah.
Spooky.
I'm in the creature feature mood. I've watched Beast recently, so
I also watched Beast.
I didn't watch it.
I
I'm
haven't
sorry.
seen it. I didn't watch it. I'm sorry.
Lauren accidentally started watching it. I guess when my grandma was watching it.
Yeah. We like tried to watch it and it was like, there are too many users watching this right now. So I texted Kirsten. I was like, I can't watch it. And she's like, I think my grandma's watching it.
I was like, give her a little bit and it should be fine.
Oh, also update for everyone. I finally saw Gonjiam.
Finally.
Yes.
What'd you think?
Okay,
Yeah,
it was
never
very
seen it
scary.
myself.
Y'all set it up. Who said it was like the scariest movie they've ever seen?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Scared the
Okay.
shit out of me. I couldn't sleep.
It scared the shit out of me for sure, but it took a while to
Yeah.
get there.
I
It's
like that though.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like it
that
too.
though.
it's like
Well,
it's like
I feel like
honestly,
for
it felt like it
the
took,
amount
like-
of payoff, I feel like it was worth it.
I guess so. I felt like it took like 80% of the movie to get to the scary 20% of the movie, though.
I definitely think
Like that.
I had somebody actually message me and be like, can I recommend something? And they recommended Gonjiam. And I was like, I think that might be somebody's pick when we do found footage. We don't know. So
Or foreign
Also,
films.
or foreign films, exactly.
exactly.
Or
I also
paranormal.
watched the new My Best Friend's Exorcism on Amazon.
Oh yeah, how
Is it
was
good?
that?
Oh, how's it?
It's so good. And I read the book, and so I was like really hoping it was just like the book, and it was pretty much just like the book.
Okay. And that's like a
Nice.
horror comedy.
It's a horror comedy. It's still rated R, and it's definitely freaky.
Okay.
But the book was described as if Tina Fey wrote The Exorcist.
Love
Okay.
that.
So
Oh, that sounds great.
yeah,
What else have I watched? Okay, yeah, we both watched Beast. I thought that was just
It was good.
exactly what I wanted it to be.
It was a good
Idris
movie,
Elba
yeah.
being chased by a lion. It hit all the marks I needed it to.
I felt so bad for the lion. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't feel bad.
There was a part where I was like, I'm kind of rooting for this lion. Like, I want the family to be okay, but I was like, but I want the lion to like be okay.
It's a little kitty. It's a little kitty.
Oh, I watched Fall.
oh, was it good?
It was bad, but I had fun.
Okay.
Period.
Those are good.
Just in time for the season too.
Well, and I particularly, we were sort of texting about this, but I very specifically have a fear of ladders, which is like correlated to a fear of heights, but like very specifically, I'm afraid of ladders.
Mhm.
And this was like just the niche of like, you're afraid of ladders, bitch. And it, so like the
Big
movie
ladder.
was bad, like the acting was bad, the story was stupid,
Awesome.
the effects were
Hell yeah.
dog shit, but like I had a great time. So you know, what can you do?
You just sold me. I want to go watch it right now.
I want to watch it actually.
It was like, I mean, it was like, it sort of felt like an early 2000s movie, you know, where
Yeah.
it's just like bad, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I also watched Orphan First Kill, which is
I did too, actually.
How
Okay.
was it?
I thought it was like a mediocre
Yeah.
beginning, a pretty decent middle with a twist, and then the ending was bad.
Yeah, it was.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It
I'm
flopped
glad
everything.
I'm glad it had like a twist because I was like,
Yeah.
you know the twist of the orphan, so what is this? And then
Yeah.
that twist happens and I'm like, oh,
I know. We were like,
ah,
okay, interesting.
Uh-huh.
And then like the effects, it was like whoever was on the effects team was like fired for like the last 30 minutes. And it was like they had a 12-year-old like doing VFX.
Oh God.
Yeah, I
Very,
was
very
a
bad.
little, yeah, the ending kind of like annoyed me. I was like, okay.
And it was a little like odd because obviously when she filmed the first one, she was a little girl. So that
Yeah.
twist, like I think everyone knows the twist of the orphan.
Right.
But like in this one, she just does have like a woman face. I mean, they
Yeah.
like try to do like some aging down
In the
on her a little
trailer,
bit.
she looks like, I'm like, that's a lady.
It
Yeah.
doesn't really work as well, and like almost all of the wide shots are very clearly like a double of a little girl, and because they're all shot from behind, so it's like there's just like a million shots of her from behind, and it's very clearly like
you're
a
like,
little girl,
wow,
and then
she
it'll
got
like,
time.
and then it'll flip to her face, and it's like it's a grown woman. It doesn't
Yeah.
really work anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I did watch that. I forgot I watched that.
Especially because it's supposed to be a prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just didn't.
Oh, I didn't know it was supposed to be a prequel. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw, speaking of prequels, I saw Pearl.
Oh, I want to see
I
that.
haven't seen X yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
gotta see-
haven't-
I gotta see X.
No, I haven't. I saw Pearl, or I bought tickets to Pearl without knowing it was a prequel. And then I found it was a prequel after I already had the tickets. And I was like, and X, at least right now, it's like $5 to watch it on like YouTube and whatever.
Oh,
And so I
nice.
was like, well, let me just see Pearl and see if I like it. And if I do, then I'll pay the however much to watch X, which I did. I loved Pearl, so I'm gonna watch X.
X
But
X is really good.
I might have missed my chance though, because I thought X was free at one point on Netflix.
I was on HBO.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
so
don't
think
see it
missed
anywhere. I don't know if they
Yeah.
changed it after October, like somebody else got it.
Oh,
I think
probably.
Luke bought it like the second that it was available to like.
But Pearl
Yeah,
is
buy it.
uncomfy.
Ooh.
As you spend it like, I hate this. Oh, I
Okay.
don't like this.
I love it. I love it. I love
Yeah.
uncomfy
Yeah,
movies.
consider me
Yes.
in.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for the new Hellraiser.
Oh
Same.
yeah, it looks
Same.
good. Yeah. Oh, I'm
Same.
seeing Smile tomorrow.
Oh, I want
What?
to see it so bad.
I feel like
so-
I've been hearing really good things about it.
Yeah,
I've
because
heard it's
I've heard it's, like, really
really, it
scary.
really fucks with your head. That's
Yeah,
what
'cause
I've
it-
heard.
because at first when I saw the trailer, I was like, this looks really stupid. But
Oh,
like
no.
reviews have been coming out and I've been like, okay. Because like
Yeah.
even that video, I think I sent you all a TikTok and he was like, you get nothing from the trailer. And I'm like, cool, just like Barbarian, love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all. I'm getting I keep getting like trigger warnings. People are like, before you go see
Yeah.
this movie, if you have any mental health issues, any
Oh.
thoughts of suicide or whatever, do
Yeah.
not see this movie. And I'm like, what
Actually,
happens in this?
Good
I'm
Jesus
excited.
Christ.
I know. I'm like, this sounds dark. So I'm excited to go
Actually-
see it tomorrow.
I have a day off tomorrow. I might go watch it.
Well, now I'm not doing anything this weekend, so now I feel like I have to choose if I want to see Barbarian, Pearl, or Smile.
I love Barbarian. It's so good.
Barbarian's good.
I really want to see that.
I liked Barbarian better than Pearl, honestly,
Okay.
but that's also maybe because I haven't seen X yet.
Mm,
But
course.
I can't imagine it provides that much like prequelness to X. X kind of just like is pretty independent, but
yeah, I'm only seeing Smile tomorrow because the theater that I go to, they do $5 Tuesdays.
Hell yeah.
Those are the
Hell
best.
yeah, and you get free popcorn. $5 for a
Oh.
movie and a free bag of popcorn. I'm
Heck
like,
yeah.
Let's
flying,
go.
flying to
nothing else
you
going
to, to get that deal.
okay, well,
Okay,
let's get
sorry.
into
we we usually do that at the end, so
We got out of the way.
I can
Switching it up.
edit it.
yeah.
I can edit it if we want. Just move
What
it
if
to the
people
end.
like it at the beginning?
I-
It needs
Yeah.
a fun intro.
We'll see.
And then
Fine.
it forces them to listen to it. So then they have to listen to it to get to the movie.
They're just
Exactly.
fast forwarding. They're like,
Please
when did they
have
get to the
recommendations.
review?
Don't care.
Shut the fuck up.
Just
All right,
talk
what
about
we watched
Kristen
this week?
Stewart.
All right, so this week we watched my creature feature pick, Underwater.
Ah.
Yeah, so my opinion of this changed upon a second watch. So I'm curious to know what you guys thought of it. I'll let one of y'all
Okay.
give me your overall thoughts.
So I have seen this movie once before. I believe it came out January of 2020. Is that correct?
It's sometime in 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
I have
it
pulled
came
up.
out like
It's January 10th. Yeah.
yeah. So I remember it came out like at the beginning of the year, and there was like nothing else coming out. So I watched it right when it came out, and I remember really liking it. And like, I mean, now it's been quite a long time since I've seen it, so I would say going into it, I had like high-ish expectations, and I would say my opinion of it went down a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing crazy. Like, I still think it's like a pretty decent movie. I'd say my overall rating of it would be like a 6.5, 7.
Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's would have. So,
Okay.
I agree. I never seen it before. I gave it a 6. It's just like, I watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some pretty cool parts.
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart's very nice to look at.
She's hot.
Mhm.
A big
Dude, that
shot.
buzz cut.
Yeah.
I do like horror movies that have an element of like comedy. I think it's why I like Jordan Peele's movies a lot.
Mhm.
So like, you know, having that like character as a comic relief in it was fun. But yeah, it's just
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
So, like, for what it is, like, I had a fucking blast. I never seen this movie before. I was just like along for the ride. I was like, we're at the bottom of the ocean. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Because Kristen Stewart, I also like, I was like, she looks like Milo Thatch and she's under the water. It's just giving Atlantis. I love it.
I was sad she lost the glasses. She looks
I
so
know.
hot with the glasses.
But
yeah.
I really enjoyed the movie. I think the creature being Cthulhu is like a really cool like thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like the perfect storm of like the worst case scenarios imaginable.
Yeah.
I had a blast. I gave it a 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's totally fair. I would say that's like what I would have rated it the first time I saw it, and then
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it was.
Well,
this
I
time.
do think it would diminish upon rewatch because like the like reveal if you're like, oh, this is literally Cthulhu. They released Cthulhu. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I watched it on Amazon Prime, but the contrast of
awful.
it was awful. Like there were parts I was like, I can't see anything.
Yeah.
But, like I think that also altered my opinion a little bit because I was like, I don't know where we're at. Like
yes. Okay, no, that is what I
Yeah.
was gonna say. I mean, I was telling
Yeah.
them I think it is something to do with like how Amazon has like uploaded that file or something, because
Yeah.
I've seen that movie before and I don't remember having any problems with it, but we watched it on our TV and it was like unwatchable on our TV. I ended up having to watch it on my laptop or on my iPad today, and it was a little bit better, but it's
Yeah.
literally so dark.
Yeah.
I almost like couldn't see what was happening half the movie, which is really a shame. And like I get that it's underwater and like it's just like a dark environment, and that makes sense, but like to a point where it's like there would be points where like the music was swelling, like, and you could tell that they're showing something big happening, and it was like I can't see anything on my screen right now.
There was like a part where like you would see their faces with light on it, but you would just see like this part of their face, like because like you see the highlights of their face, and
the whole screen is black.
And the whole screen's black.
So
That's
weird.
so weird. Because I watched it on YouTube. I stole from Pumpkin's YouTube. I was like, I'm in. I watched it on her rental and I had no problems. I could see.
Yeah, it
everything.
looks
was
great
fine.
on YouTube.
Yeah, so that's
That's
why I
weird.
think it's like an Amazon upload issue. Because I remember I texted you guys and I was like, I don't know if our TV is like broken, but we can't watch this movie on our TV right now. And it's like we've been watching other stuff and with no problems, but that movie was like jacked on Amazon.
That is so weird.
Yeah, because I
So
completely.
sorry if anyone else that watched it on Amazon.
Yeah, because I completely forgot that you said, like, because I was watching it and I was like, why is it so dark? And I was like watching it and then I like stopped. And then when I was on my lunch break, I had finished it on my phone and I was like, oh yeah, Lauren said she had issues. And I was like,
Yeah.
maybe it's just Amazon.
I think it is.
Like, yeah.
On another note, I don't know if I'm dumb for not realizing this the first time, but it has a lot. I feel like it has a lot of callbacks to Alien.
So
Like,
many.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, yeah.
very much
No.
like even
I
her at
think
the
that's
end
why
in
I
her
had
little
so much
tidy
fun.
whities. I was like, okay, this is Alien.
Yeah, I got
Love
alien
it.
vibes when I was watching it. I was like,
Yeah.
all right.
Like I
Love
think
that.
that's why I liked it so
Yeah,
much. I was
I
like,
love
this
that.
is I love Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say it was definitely much scarier when I first saw it in theaters. Watching it just on my little laptop in my room, I was like, this isn't as scary as I remember.
Yeah.
Like the reveal of that first monster with its glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Like in the theater, I was like, oh, what the fuck is that? Oh no, I hate those. But yeah, I also give it somewhere between 6.5 or 7. It's one of
Yeah.
those like for a creature feature, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're like looking at it as like a movie, you're like, this dialogue is terrible and the science mumbo jumbo makes no sense. So
I
it
do
like
have to say though, like I am very particularly, I have thalassophobia, which is a fear of like deep, dark water. So movies like this, I mean, and we've talked about it before, even with like The Descent, like that feeling of you are trapped,
yeah.
like 6 miles under the water and like you don't know what's out there. And so all of these shots, like although they were overly dark for me, but like that feeling of like just walking on the seafloor and there's
Horrifying.
like shit and you've got like a flashlight, like oh, it just cripples
And
me with anxiety. It's
safety is literally 7 miles up above you. Like that's
like
so
no
scary.
getting out. It's like so that is really effective for me, like as a form of horror, like that confined, trapped, like and things are going wrong. Plus, there's a monster. It's just like oh,
I am so scared of a monster in the darkness. Like even as a grown-ass adult, I will get out of my car instead of like a serial killer. I'm like, there's a werewolf in the parking lot that's gonna get me. Like I don't know why, but like monsters, especially with their glowing, creepy eyes and like the black inky, so scary. So scary.
And you don't know
It's
like
Mothman.
how you don't know how adapted they are to the
Oh,
environment.
Mothman's
Like-
here? Hey. Okay, well, let's
To
get
the
into
plot.
the
What?
what?
I think he said
I
do
said
the
it in British.
spiel.
Just keep going.
Do the spiel.
What happened?
Okay, Michael just like
I understood you. I was there.
Okay.
I got you, Siberia.
yeah, give it the
At least somebody understands her, not me.
Leave me alone.
Okay, let's jump into the plot. Kepler 822, a research and drilling facility at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, is struck by a strong earthquake. As part of the facility is destroyed, engineer Nora and her colleagues Rodrigo and Paul crawl through the wreckage to escape the pod bay. When they arrive, they discover all the escape pods were deployed by Captain Lucien, who stayed behind. Together, they reach a control base and find Emily and Smith, who confirm that there is no contact with the surface. Lucien suggests using pressurized suits to walk across the ocean floor to the Roebuck 641 station to use their escape pods. While assembling a pressure suit for Emily, Rodrigo finds a helmet with a hairline crack, but there are no more helmets. As they descend in the cargo elevator, Rodrigo's defective helmet implodes under the increasing water pressure. Discuss.
That scene is so
That
gross.
The
That is
guts
gross.
floating in the water.
Oh my God.
That is gross.
that
And
girl
like they're just like
freaking out.
screaming in terror.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
If I were Rodrigo, I would have seen the helmet and be like, I'm not coming with you guys. I'll just die here, honestly.
I'm fine.
Okay, one thing, credits at the beginning, but I liked them because they were informative and we didn't have to have monologuing.
Are you talking about the credits at the beginning?
I wrote that. I wrote that down.
I love
I
them.
literally was like, credits at the beginning, but I'm giving it a pass for this one because I know that it's like
Yeah.
pretty decent.
Because then when the movie starts, like literally like 90 seconds in, it's like, we're going.
Yeah.
We're
Yep.
starting.
It was pretty
Here we
zippy.
go.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Oh yeah,
overly
we full
credity.
force into this movie. It was like boop.
Yep.
Well, and I love credits to give some foreshadowing, like
Love.
Us or whatever, where they're just like, because for this one, they're popping up with like newspaper clippings and blueprints and like science document articles or whatever, and they're just like highlighting random words, and you're like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
It like ties in with the ending because at the ending they've got
Yes.
those like newspaper clippings and stuff.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we get just a little bit of enough of a background, just that scene of her like brushing her teeth and like
Yep.
she's got
Yeah.
the voiceover like talking about her life or whatever, and it's like, and then shit hits the fan, but it's like just enough to like give us a little taste of like a build up, and then like we're in it.
And also look at her. I care about her.
I can't stop
Same.
looking at her.
Same.
But it drove me crazy. There was no toothpaste on her toothbrush.
I didn't even pay
There
attention
was
to that.
no toothpaste, and it was driving me nuts. Just
I
You're like,
could-
you
dry
dry
ass
brushing them
toothbrush.
teeth?
Just a dry brush. Just scrub.
But yeah, the minute I realized that the dialogue was like a little corny, they did that thing when she's like trying to shut the doors or whatever. They do that thing that action movies love to do, where they're like, we have to use the mainframe and hack it forever, or this whole place is gonna blow. Like it's just so, I was like, no, corny dialogue.
I just like how she always knows how to. It's broken, and she just hacks into it and like
Okay.
fixes
I'm
it.
in.
Yeah, she just like
But
is
to be
fixing
fair,
it.
she's like the computer science.
She's
tech.
an engineer, so
Yeah.
she like
Yeah.
knows that shit.
She would actually know how to do it.
Yeah, I love it. It already, this movie like went ahead and hit on one of the things that like scares me, which is like cramped tunnels and like
Oh my
places like
God.
that. Ugh.
Oh, when
I
they were
hate
crawling through, I was like, ew, 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 ew.
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna get
awful.
stuck. Somebody's gonna get
Awful.
the
stuck.
dead body. The dead
Yeah.
body.
Yeah,
Oh
how
my
do you
God, I
crawl
was afraid it was
past
gonna, like,
that? But
I know, I thought she was gonna move the first time I
Yeah.
saw it.
also, so when she like closes the door, blood squirts out. Does she crush somebody?
I think someone was like almost there. I think it, like,
Okay,
the door
because I was like,
impacted.
I would feel so shitty if that happened.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, she did have to do that, but I think that
Yeah.
door crushed that person. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it did.
I saw the blood and I was like, oh, and like they didn't say anything. I know they were under stress, but I'd be like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Also, I watched this with my roommate Bella, and literally, like, as they were getting dressed, like before you even saw the hairline crack, she was like, "Someone's suit isn't gonna work right off the bat." She was like, "I know what's happening here."
Also, I don't know if anybody else like thought of this, but the Captain Lucian, he talks like an NPC that gives you your missions. And I could not, every time he talked, I was like, okay.
Was that the guy with the daughter?
Huh?
Was that the guy with the daughter?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He'd be like, okay, Rodrigo, I need you to blah, blah, blah. It just sounded like Call of Duty mission
just
giving. I was
see
like,
the
why does he
text block.
talk like that?
Not
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
There was like some really weird dialogue where he's like, oh, she's like, you have a daughter? Yeah, she's 14. And then she's like, no, she's like my age.
But that
And
came
then-
back. That
Well, yeah,
plot point
didn't
came back.
Wait,
Yeah.
did I miss that?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
later she finds like an obituary, so she
Uh-huh.
like died when she was 14, and so she would have been
Yeah.
older. But the daughter actually died when she was
But
14.
Kristen Stewart didn't know at the time that she was
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. So she was like, no, she's like my age.
She's my age.
Yeah. So that
Yeah,
was like,
I did like talk, like people would come in and talk to me when I was on my lunch break, so I probably missed that part.
it's like really quick. She just like finds it in his locker or something, like the obituary, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Yeah. That the area where they're like suiting up and Emily sees that weird ass mural, I was like, but who painted that? Why is it
Right.
here?
Yeah.
He was
I'm
like,
remembering that too.
oh, it's an omen. And I'm like, but Why?
Someone
Yeah.
had to
Put
do
it there.
it.
Who did that?
Like-
this is a space station. Like, who is drawing?
You're
these
like
pictures
6
on the-
miles out of the ocean. You have
Yeah.
someone on the ship had to do it.
Yeah, who's
Yeah.
painting like a prophetic mural? I'm like, who's
Oh.
painting this? It's so weirdly specific.
Twas Jesus.
Yeah, I was trying to like look at what the picture was showing, and I was like, I don't feel like any of this is relevant. Who
Yeah.
did this?
They should have like run into like crazy Cthulhu runes on like the seafloor or something instead.
Or like nail marks or something.
Give a little scratchy scratch. I had like a love-hate relationship for what was his name? Paul, the like comedic
The
relief.
funny guy. It was a
Yeah.
little much.
TJ Miller.
There
Yeah.
were times I was kind of happy for comedic relief, and there were times I was like, shut the fuck up.
And then
It
I
was
was
like,
like,
it was like
We're at the
every
bottom
line.
of the ocean.
Yeah.
I love CJ Miller so much though, so it was like
He was a shade too weird. I was like, okay, this is kind of a serious situation.
Yeah, I was like,
you're,
my brother
you're
in
getting on my
Christ.
nerves.
Like literally Cthulhu's outside.
Yeah.
Like, please.
Can we?
Modicum of decorum, please.
And it's like good to have comedic relief, but it was like literally every line that he said. So
Yeah.
it was like, it's okay. Put the put it
All
on
right,
the
buddy.
brakes.
If I was there, I'd be like, cut the bit.
Can you shut the fuck up?
What
Cut the bit.
Okay.
I'd be like, here, take this helmet.
Just a little cut.
Okay. Next part. They see a distress beacon from one of the failed escape pods, and Smith and Paul prepare to rescue any survivors. When the men arrive at the damaged escape pod, they find a body in the rubble. A creature emerges from the corpse's back and attacks them. Smith kills the creature and takes it inside. Emily examines the creature and realizes that it belongs to a previously undiscovered species. She theorizes that the rig drilled into a thermal pocket where these creatures live. I have to ask, because this didn't occur to me the first watch, and then the second watch, I was like, even if there were a survivor in the escape pod, how would they get them out without them like dying for pressure changes?
It probably goes up slowly.
But how would you can't bring the pod into the thing they were in. You can't get the person out of the escape pod without them dying. How would you have rescued a survivor anyway? Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Because they were in
Yeah.
that little like cargo thingy. It was like just them
Yeah.
in that tiny thing, and it just had the little like airlock compression thing.
Uh-huh.
If somebody was in one of those escape
Yeah.
pods and they were
Well,
trying to
if they have
rescue
a-
them,
if they have a suit, they could like walk out of it. No.
but if you're in an escape pod, you don't have a suit.
Oh,
people-
true.
The people. Oh no, because they had to get in naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how would
Oh.
you even get them into the little cargo thingy?
That's true.
The escape pod's not going to fit in that little airlock chamber.
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We're not gonna cross
Sorry.
No, all I could think when they were talking about that was that the dwarves delved too greedily and too deep, and then Cthulhu was reading as a Balrog for me. It's like a wolf Balrog.
Well, I was like, can we leave the bottom of the ocean alone?
Nothing
Like-
good is down there.
What the
Nothing-
literal fuck, y'all?
Nothing that we need is down there. Leave it be.
They were like, we hit a
We don't
thermal
need to
pocket,
dig.
and I was like, you didn't have to.
That sounds like a personal problem. quite
That was
frankly.
his home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan.
You mean his home?
You need to leave.
Shark
You need to
infested
leave.
waters. You mean their home? But yeah, the like monster, the baby monster, very like giving very face hugger.
Chest burster.
Yeah,
Yes.
chest burster. That's what I was like.
Mhm.
That's what I
As
meant.
soon as he like popped it down, that's the first thing I thought.
Yep.
It's like
Like
I love it.
when are scientists exploring ocean or space going to learn to like stop bringing the crazy new thing inside? Like leave it out there and say,
This
whoa,
slimy egg. I'm gonna bring it.
yeah, we saw that. Wow, it's crazy. We saw that wild new species out there. Leave it alone. You don't need to bring it in your ship. Like nothing good happens when you bring it in the ship.
Nope.
Yeah.
But I love too that she's just like, this must be an undiscovered species of fish. I'm like, bitch.
Really?
Yes, yeah, that looks like a fish.
Yeah, totally. That definitely looks like any creature that lives on Earth for sure.
And that
Yeah.
came through that window, that also looks like a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally normal sea creature we just haven't discovered yet. Okay. The five descend to the seafloor, but as they are walking, the Kepler station explodes, showering them in debris. Smith is hit, but Nora and Lucian save him. They arrive at the Midway station access tunnel where they charge their oxygen, but Smith's oxygen scrubber was badly damaged. On their way through the access tunnel, Paul is attacked by an unknown creature, dragged underwater, and killed. At Midway, Nora is called to fix Smith's oxygen scrubber, but she discovers that Smith's damaged oxygen pod will cause him to suffocate. Unwilling to leave another crew member behind, Nora, Lucian, and Emily agree to help Smith walk. The four set off across the ocean floor, but a humanoid creature appears and drags Smith into a cave. Lucian pulls him out, but is himself dragged into the cave and then pulled down a deep shaft with ever-increasing pressure. Risking implosion, Nora tries to... Go away.
Sorry.
Oh my
Are we all getting
God,
that Discord
stop.
message?
Sorry, it was me.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
it was me. Sorry, it was me. I saw something very like.
On your phone, huh? On your phone during the
Wow.
podcast.
I was looking at my notes.
Are you kidding me?
Risking implosion,
Risking implosion.
Risking implosion, Nora tries to rescue Lucian, but he lets go and sacrifices himself so she can live. That was long.
Wait, you
sorry.
just sent a Try Guys What Happened tweet?
Yes. I know. Sorry.
So relevant.
No, I'm intrigued, but okay, I'm gonna save it for later. But
Yeah.
Pay attention.
I am. I put my phone away. I put my phone away.
Did anybody else notice the very subtle moon pie product placement?
Oh,
Yes.
But also, I love a moon pie.
it sounds delicious.
Ew.
All of us pull out a moon pie. Sponsored by Moon Pies. Moon Pies, if you're listening.
Sponsor us.
Please,
I will.
I'll do anything.
I will take back my. I don't like moon pies.
You're saying that when we're trying to get sponsored.
I love
Wow.
moon pies. Moon pies are delicious.
That audio can be taken out of context.
Yeah, we're clipping that.
That moon pie. Mm-mm.
I do not like them.
Hey, would you shut the fuck up?
No.
Actually, if there's a sponsorship, I do want us to have is Shutter.
Oh, that would be sick as hell. Shutter, if you're listening.
Shutter, if you're
We
listening.
love your services.
Also,
We
put
love
me
it so
on
much.
Dracula.
Yes. Oh my god.
Actually, don't. I can't handle the challenges.
Yeah, they're a little bit much.
Okay,
We're
sorry,
getting
lots
off topic.
When they're like trying to get through that part of the passage that's collapsed and underwater,
Mhm.
Nora's like, I'll go first. I'm the smallest. And I'm like, you're all wearing the same size suit.
You're gonna have to go through. And you're
That
all gonna
was-
have to go through. It doesn't matter if you're the smallest.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, try to get the biggest person through, and if they don't fit, then
Yeah,
Then
like
that
I was
sucks for them, doesn't
yeah.
it?
I was like, all the suits are the same size, girl. What are you talking about?
Maybe like slightly smaller, but come on now.
But that scene where he gets ripped out of his suit,
Oh, and
No.
the blood just explodes up into his helmet. It's so
and they're all just
good.
like,
Yeah.
That was good. It was like, what just ripped him out of his suit?
they're like, I know.
Oh, when I saw that in theaters the first time, that scene, I was like watching it through my fingers because I was like, I thought the monster was gonna actually like, come up out of the tunnel, but
Yeah.
Got
the blood.
yoinked.
I
Yoink.
like to think of myself as the kind of person that, and I know in scenarios, not like this exactly, but in like survival scenarios, like the human spirit just will do whatever it can to survive. But there's part of me that I think I would just call it quits. Like,
Yeah.
I'm at the bottom
Yeah.
of the ocean. There's no way out. There's fucking Cthulhu, monster babies
Like-
trying to get you. There's a point where I think I would just kind of take
I'm,
the helmet off. you
Yeah,
know?
I don't want to do this
I'm
actually.
I'm the
Can't
same
do
way.
it.
I'm the same way. It's just like if the world was overturned, like with zombies. I don't know, especially like the 28 days later zombies. Nope.
You have
Be
to
like,
really assess
"All right,
your like your
bitch."
chances and your odds, but I feel like at a certain point you kind of just got to be like, you
Yeah.
know,
Like
I don't
Train
know
to
if it's
Busan,
worth it
like,
to get
I
out of here.
understand the old lady being like, Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Totally.
out of here, buddy. Because
Yeah.
even
Like, I'm not doing this.
in a lot of these like apocalyptic movies too, it's like everything changes. There's no electricity. There's
The
no
world's
like
fucked.
the
Yeah.
world is ending. Like
Yeah.
shit's fucked. There's no
Yeah.
Wi-Fi. There's no fun.
Yeah.
There's no
Like,
anime.
Yeah, life sucks now.
There's no the Eeks and Geeks podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Consider me out.
Done.
Yeah,
No Eeks
for
and
real.
Geeks
Like,
podcast.
if someone is like, I just don't want to do, like, the girl that was like, I don't think I can, when they were like, we're gonna walk out on the ocean floor, and she was like, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
Like, let her. Not
Valid.
Respect that decision.
Yeah.
Just
Because
do
I
fine.
wouldn't want to do that either. And I think I would just say, you guys go. I'm just gonna kind of sit and let
Yeah.
things
No,
take their
literally.
course.
Hey, you get to be in this giant suit where you have limited mobility under, like, at the bottom of the ocean where you have limited visibility and there are monsters trying to eat you.
And your
I
oxygen
don't
is
want to
running
live
out.
that bad. I don't want to live that bad.
Yeah.
Maybe
Honestly.
honestly, maybe I'll let Cthulhu take me because they seem to have a quick death.
True.
He's kind of hot. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
I don't think you are.
Just a little bit.
Pumpkin just like floats her way out of surviving.
She sees Cthulhu and she's like, hey,
And Cthulhu's like,
wait.
He curls his little tentacles.
what them fillers do.
you come here often?
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Stop.
Also, I'm a horrible person because when that monster takes Smith into the cave, I would have been like, well, he's gone. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
Same.
And again,
Well.
there's a certain,
He's dead.
when people in horror movies are like, we gotta go back. It's like, you maybe just, I get that they could be alive, but you gotta go. You gotta
He
just
already had
go.
limited oxygen. He was already like barely conscious and they had to
Yeah.
like drag him along. And then he gets taken by a monster, like he's a goner.
He's a
Yeah,
goner.
bye.
I'm sorry. Like, what's he got? 20 more minutes? Like,
Yeah.
you just gotta save yourself at a certain point.
Just go.
It's the same thing of like when they're being dragged up and he's like, let me go. And she's like, no. And he's like, okay, I'll
Like,
do it. Like,
Yeah.
let
You
me
dumb
go.
bitch. Like,
I mean, honestly, if I was that person, I wouldn't want my friend. I'm like, I'm dying. Go
Yeah.
save yourself.
literally.
Go
Yeah,
save yourself.
Get out of here. Not in a heroic way. Just like,
Bye.
go.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, no, I thought it was weird. She's just like sinking to the bottom with the captain and she like
Yeah.
won't let go. I was like,
Yeah.
so you can
Wow.
both explode?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Like-
either one or both of you. Like, just let
Yeah.
go. Let him
Yeah.
die.
Just go.
Also, this was like earlier in the movie, but when like they realized all the escape pods have been deployed, she's like, why'd you stay behind? He's like, that's what a good captain does. I was like,
Shut
is
up.
it?
why?
This isn't the Titanic.
Yeah.
You can leave.
There's enough room for both of you on the door. Like you don't
Yeah.
you do not have to die.
That we'll get to it. I have some confusions at the end.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Alone, Nora arrives at the abandoned Shepherd station. She changes into an undamaged suit and continues towards Roebuck station. Nora catches up with Emily and Smith and helps drag the injured Smith along the seafloor. At Roebuck, they encounter a nest of the humanoid creatures suspended from the ceiling and attempt to sneak past. The sound of Emily's oxygen alarm awakens the creatures. Nora is partially swallowed by one, but frees herself by firing her flare gun while inside its body. Freeing herself from the corpse, she fires a second flare into the distance and sees the creatures are spawn of the ancient Titanic creature Cthulhu.
This is my favorite part is when it's fucking eating her and
Holy
you
shit.
just see like you just see
Are you
it
jealous,
right on there.
Pumpkin? Are you jealous?
No!
The
Nasty.
way it vores her.
I
That
feel like
was-
that would just be the worst way to die because it would take a long time for
A
its
long
stomach
time.
acid to like wear through your suit. So you'd just be
Yep.
like in that
Trapped in
no,
it.
actually, her oxygen would run out and she would die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
if she had a full tank of oxygen, like think of how long that would take.
Oh my god.
You would just like
Oh,
you would like
Mom.
die in your suit from lack of water,
Yeah.
just waiting to be digested. Awful.
It's-
She
That's all I can say.
ripped the fuck out of there though.
Yeah.
It was so
Nice.
cool. When she
Yeah.
fired the flare gun, it was like
Yeah, that part was sick.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love the gore in this movie. It's good.
It's good.
And that first shot of Cthulhu, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's not good.
This oh no, that's bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. I actually might take my helmet off.
Do you want to play mermaid?
Literally, when you see Cthulhu's face, all I could think was like boss battle music starts up, and you're just like, oh fuck.
Okay, wait, okay, question.
Hmm.
So that's Cthulhu.
Yes.
And everything we're seeing are like baby Cthulhu's?
I
think
guess so.
Yeah.
His little
So-
spawn.
At the end, we know what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a pretty good chance some of those little Cthulhu's got
Oh
away.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There has to
So-
be. There's like no way.
Also, I mean, we haven't gotten there yet, but like, is it even confirmed that that blast would have killed Cthulhu? He is.
Come on. He's
He-
Cthulhu.
Yeah.
He's Cthulhu. Like
Yeah.
he's probably just kind of like put back a little bit, but he's gonna. You need some Pacific Rim type robots to kill him.
And okay, so there was big Cthulhu. And I feel like at another part there was like not quite one of like the humany ones, but like it was sort of in between because it was the one that had like the tentacle face.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Was that just like another stage?
I think that because the baby had lots of tentacles and didn't have
Yeah.
arms.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it
I
was just,
think-
like we were just
morphing.
seeing a bunch of different morphs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they like grow up into more like
They also
humanoid
have, like,
looking ones.
feet sometimes and
They
like
Yeah.
did evolve a
hands.
Pokemon.
Yeah. There's a lot of different.
They're like tadpoles. You know how tadpoles at
Yeah.
some point have their tail and their legs, but they're not really legs yet.
They're
Yeah.
like they're like Pokemans.
It was so weird to me though. Okay, the scene where Nora like can hear Emily over the walkie. She's trying to talk to
Mm,
her,
mhm.
and Emily's just like talking.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Like-
she's talking to Smith, but she's just standing there and not responding to Nora. I was like,
Yeah.
can you
I'm
not
guessing
hear
maybe
her?
Nora's transmission isn't reaching Emily, but
guess-
she can hear Emily's feed.
But they could
Maybe.
hear each other after they ran into each other.
Yeah.
It was
so
I couldn't
weird.
tell if she was
When-
like praying or something. Like maybe she just wasn't like.
For some reason, when that part was happening, I don't know why, but I thought, is she like is seeing things?
Yeah.
and then
I
she
feel like
tapped-
she just kind of.
Yeah, and then she
kinda flew.
then she tackled her, and I was like, oh, okay, I didn't
Well,
know.
'cause she Because she almost like jumped off a ledge, right? Into like
Mhm.
deeper water.
Oh, is that what was happening?
And she like tackled her to stop her from doing that.
Oh,
I couldn't see the screen.
Same.
so-
Yeah.
I didn't know where we were at.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was like running towards. I think that she was like probably set on just being like,
Well
"Bye."
done her. Yes, let her go. Oh my god.
Well, I thought maybe Smith was dead and she was talking to him, like
Mhm.
mourning him, but he's not dead. So I was like, well, then who are you talking to, girl? Like, you're just
Yeah.
rambling to yourself and not
Yeah.
responding to Nora? Like, what
Yeah,
are you doing?
I thought he was dead too because of that. I was like, okay, so
Yeah, it
a
was so
little
weird.
confusing there. at the
I
end.
will admit, until I like looked up the plot on Wikipedia, I was having a hard time understanding like each location and why we were going there.
I
Mhm.
didn't know
was
where
getting a
I didn't know
little
where we
confused.
were. I didn't know where we
Yeah.
were. I couldn't see
Yeah.
anything. I didn't know where we were.
Well-
It's just like,
That's an Amazon Prime problem.
Yeah. And like I only knew where we were because it would like pop up a little bar saying like the
Yeah.
station that they were
this
at, and it's like,
thing,
okay, a
like,
different one.
oh, okay.
Walk
That's
to a
where we're
different
at.
one.
When they were like trying to get past all of the creatures sleeping there, maybe their suits won't let them, but I was like, I would just like get on my hands and knees and like crawl.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
just get lower. Maybe you can't in those
And
suits. I don't
also-
know.
Why did she like hit it and like keep moving on it? I would like back up and like turn around,
Well,
like
maybe it like sucked on to her.
then be like,
Do not make that sound again.
I liked it.
Ew.
I thought it was accurate. What do they call the people that like make sound effects for movies?
Oh.
Siberia.
Crap.
Something artist.
Foley artist.
Foley
Oh,
artist.
it is Foley
You
artist.
could be a
Yeah.
Foley artist with your little.
I didn't know that was a job.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. It's really cool. They're like in a studio, just like
Like
Yeah.
clipping
Hitting
clasps
shit
to make,
together.
like, chord
Yeah.
sounds and shit.
That does sound like fun. Okay, let's read the ending. Inside the station, they reach the escape pod bay, but Nora discovers that only 2 of the pods are functional. Nora and Emily get Smith into a pod and send him off. Emily notices the 3rd pod is flashing red and is defective. She offers to stay with Nora and help her fix it, but Nora forcefully persuades Emily to take the 2nd pod. Meanwhile, Cthulhu has been
So,
she forcefully punches her.
Oh, I was looking at my phone, so I was like, what's happening when I'm not looking? Meanwhile, Cthulhu has been attacking the Roebuck while the smaller creatures pursued the 2 escape pods. Instead of repairing the 3rd pod, Nora uses the remaining time to calculate a safe distance for Smith's and Emily's pods. As soon as the pods are out of the blast zone, she initiates an overload of the Roebuck's nuclear core, resulting in a massive explosion that kills her, Cthulhu, and the creatures. The escape pods safely reach the surface. Tyan Industries refuses to cooperate with investigators regarding the events and prepares to expand its drilling efforts. The end.
I will say it's really sad, like when you know that she knows that she's not getting out, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be right there. Just get in this pod." It's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be right there. Just get in this pod." And then that forceful punch, it was like, "Sorry."
She needed to do it though.
Yeah.
There was an alternate ending where after setting the timer for overloading the core, Nora fixes the pod and manages to escape in time. That was an alternate ending.
Yeah,
me neither.
I like her going down with the ship.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense for her to be like, "Let's do this, bitch."
She had, was that her line? Because she had such like a badass line, and it was because she like
I don't think it was "Let's do this."
It was something she had like she had like a good like line, and then what was the line? I gotta look it up because it was
we are underwater.
She said the name of the movie. She said the name of the movie.
She did it.
I realized I didn't look up any fun trivia. I forgot. Oh my god. It was shot in 2017. It took 3 years for it to actually get released.
Whoa. Did they shoot it at the bottom of the ocean?
Probably.
Yeah.
They even hired Cthulhu, which is like crazy.
It was because that's when Disney was purchasing Century Fox, 20th Century Fox. So it like put everything off. I got more fun
I thought this was a good ending. I thought it was like, because I was like the whole time I was like, she's gonna be the final girl. She's obviously gonna be the final girl. But then she was like, no, go be in love.
I mean, she was the final.
Emily's technically the final girl of mine.
Yeah,
that's true. But I mean, Nora's the one that kills Cthulhu, so it's like kind of.
Maybe they could be enemies to lovers, though.
They're dead.
Not in their hearts.
Did you find that final line?
It's saying you've got 60 seconds. I don't feel like that's right.
She did say that.
Oh,
but I feel like she said something else.
Yeah, she has to. I feel like she did say something else.
Yeah, because it ends. She's like a voiceovering. That's like the last.
Yeah, she's the narrator.
I can't find it. It was something cool. I failed, everybody. I'm a failure. I'll leave. Where's the stop video?
Dude, the trivia on IMDb. The trivia on IMDb for this movie sucks. Kristen Stewart shaved her head for this role. No, I know.
No,
I noticed.
Shut up.
Are you really?
I love her dedication to like having bleached buzz cut though underwater.
She looks hot.
She brought her bleach kit. She's like doing it down there. She's doing a smoky eye like on her.
Oh yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, same.
Also, like, she was like acting in this movie. Like, she was giving like a performance.
Oh yeah.
Great. It's like annoying that she is like widely regarded as just like being a bad actress because of Twilight, but it's like she's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah,
like,
she is. Like
she was just directed that way in Twilight.
Yeah, it's like Bella's a fucking idiot.
And Bella is a dumb character, so like
she nailed it. Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
Those opening credit blueprints were like the actual drawings for the sets.
Ooh. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's fun. I don't see any other fun trivia.
Damn. They did not have any fun fact
don't have any fun
experiences.
facts on the water.
Yeah, I think depending on what you like want from a creature feature, this is either like a really good movie or a really bad movie.
Right.
It's like one of those movies where like I can say I watched it. If somebody's like, "Do you want to watch this?" I'll be like, "Okay," and like I'll watch it. Like I'm not gonna be like, "No, I hate this movie." Like
Right.
it's a movie.
It's
If
perfectly
somebody's like-
acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah, if somebody's like, "Oh, I'm really scared of like underwater like creatures and stuff. Like, do you have a good recommendation?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know this one. You'll probably be scared by it."
Yeah.
But like it's definitely I don't know why I didn't realize how bad the dialogue was the first time I saw it.
Yeah, because didn't you say that it had like bad reviews?
Yeah,
Yes.
is this the one that you said?
It
Yeah, 'cause
has like
I remember when it came out, it was like getting panned, and we watched it. And we were like, "That was pretty good." Like it's not like a dog shit movie by any means.
I don't think I even checked the reviews when I first saw it. I just kind of
Well-
walked away and I was like, "Oh, that was fun."
Oh,
Well,
sure.
the critics hated it. The audience thought it was okay. Audience is on our side. They're like a 60%.
Sure.
I wonder.
I
I
have
wonder.
one question before we like move on from the plot.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's from the very beginning. I forgot to mention it. How did that spider get down there?
That's
I
what I
thought-
was wondering.
I thought the same thing. I thought the
I was
same
like,
thing.
where did you come from, buddy?
But even she was like, "How did you
Probably
get
just
here?"
been there, you know?
I was like, there's no fucking way.
What is he
Life finds a
surviving
way.
on?
Life finds.
Okay, so this bad review is annoying to me. The murky cinematography further hinders a picture that looks as though it was shot through raw sewage. It's supposed to be
water.
dark and you can't see. It's the bottom of the ocean.
Hello.
Stupid.
Like, of course it's going to be murky, so you can't see the scary monster that's in there. Like,
Dumb.
what?
critique.
That's such a dumb critique. Although somebody said instantly forgettable, and I'm like, yeah, a little bit. I kind of
Yeah.
forgot I saw it.
Oh, like, yeah, okay.
You were reading the plot, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that did happen."
Well, and that's even
Oh,
like when,
yeah.
because I was talking to Siberia on the phone the other day, and you were like, "It's about Cthulhu, isn't it?" And I was like, "No, it's like I thought it was." Well, because it's just been so long, like I forgot that it is Cthulhu. I thought it was just like aliens, because I just had the images of like the humanoid guys,
Uh-huh.
like swimming
Yeah.
around. So I was like, "No, it's like aliens." And then I watched it. And I was like, "Oh shit, it is Cthulhu." I forgot.
One critic said this movie is relentlessly okay.
Yeah.
This one said they released the Kraken, Clover with Parasite, and the Discount Ripley. You won't have a sequel. Copy paste movie. If you're really bored and want to watch it.
It does.
LOL.
It does feel like you took Alien and Cloverfield and they were like, put it underwater.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
but
But
I
in a way
mean,
that I'm not mad at. It's
no,
like,
yeah.
it's fine. It's,
I know,
and
it was what it was what it was, and I appreciate that.
yeah.
as a creature feature, the creatures were cool and they scared me.
And they
Yeah.
featured heavily in the movie. So
Shut the fuck up. They
What
featured
more do
some
you want?
creatures.
I would say that creature was featured.
It was featured. I saw it.
That creature,
barely.
it was featured. You would say it was featured.
Yeah, I think relentlessly okay is a good,
Yeah,
that's a
That's-
good summary.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6.5, I think, for me.
Yeah, 6.5 is I think
Yeah.
where I'll
I'm
put it.
sticking by my 7.5.
I'm gonna
Okay.
stick
Yeah.
by my 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think
Okay.
that makes 6.5 our average if I know math, which I
Yeah.
don't.
Which
You're probably pretty. We're all gay, so like, do you think? we
Yeah.
should check you? No, 6.5.
No, listen, I
Yeah, I
took
agree.
I took calculus my junior year of high school and got an A. And after that, I haven't done math since.
Wow.
All that information gone.
Gone.
yeah, I measure my waist and my shoulders, and that's literally it.
That's it.
I figure out the tip on my check at a restaurant. That's all the math for the
20%,
week.
Just the
baby, I
tip.
got it, no problem. I had to do math when I did my pyramid head helmet. I needed like a protractor.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Math, it's hard.
I had to do math for my little rupees for my Zelda cosplay. I was like, geometry. I don't know.
Oh
Sine,
no.
cosine, tangent.
Make diamond 3D. All right, so
Fun going underwater though. Okay.
Who has the next pick for creature feature? Oh,
Lauren.
It's
little Miss
Lauren.
Lauren.
It's me.
What do you have for us, Lauren?
I'm excited about mine. Mine's the kind of one. I mean, maybe this is just how all creature features are, where it's like, oh, it's probably gonna be stupid, and then you watch it, and you're like, oh, okay, pretty good actually. This movie was released in 2019, and on Rotten Tomatoes, it has an 84% critic, 75% audience,
Oh.
which is pretty good for a creature.
All right.
It had an approximate budget of 14 million, and it grossed almost 92 million.
Wow.
Pretty good.
14 million's low.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and for it, I think it has pretty good visual effects, so I think it's pretty good. I do apologize if this is too soon after a hurricane.
I know what movie you're picking.
I know.
I just want to say I've had this movie in mind pre-hurricane.
Before the hurricane.
So I do apologize to listeners if it is too soon, but my pick for the creature feature is Crawl.
Yay!
Okay.
I'm so excited.
I love
Mhm.
Crawl.
I've
I
never
do
seen it,
too.
but I want to watch it so bad. I've been waiting for you to pick it so I can watch it.
It's just such a fun one, and
Yeah.
like I don't know what it is about these alligators, but I've watched it several times, and it's like the one I have to have my ankles up on the couch.
Yeah.
Like I'm like so yeah, this one I think is a really fun surprise. Like you think an alligator movie is gonna be pretty stupid, and
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a banger. So I'm excited to see
Hell
what you
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters with my brother, but I remember my brother and I were like, that looks so dumb. Let's just
Yeah.
go see it. And we walked away, we were like, it was actually really good.
Yeah.
Like we were
It's like,
shocked that
it
it was
was
good. We
fun.
thought it was gonna be stupid.
Also I was like looking up stuff about it today. And I was looking at the cast. You want to know who's in the cast that I will have to watch this movie again to notice?
Who?
Morvith Clark.
Shut up.
Oh, what?
Shut up.
Really?
Yeah, I was just like reading the cast list and I was like, who is she in this?
Galadriel herself?
Oh, yeah, I think she might be like the sister that isn't there. I don't know. She's like definitely not like a main character, but I was like,
Queen,
oh my
though.
god.
Excited to see the queen.
Where can we watch it?
I didn't look it up.
Lauren,
I'm sorry, I forgot. I knew I was missing something. Okay.
Fired.
you're fired.
Oh.
I knew it was coming. There she is.
Oh, it's cat. Okay, you can
Oh.
rent it on YouTube, Vudu, Amazon Prime, Apple TV.
Okay.
All right.
For around $2.99.
Okay.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
For some gators.
Some gators.
So yeah, and I did have a bit of conflict in me today because I do know that a very damaging hurricane just happened, and this is based in the events of a hurricane. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So me now.
It's just the timing.
There was no way for you to know.
Yeah.
Later, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know the timeline on the cancel.
Lauren was like, I want to pick this movie about a hurricane, but I'm gonna wait until a real hurricane comes through. I think that would be
I think that'll be perfect.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Lauren saw a hurricane and was like, I know what movie I want to
Perfect.
It's time.
Perfect.
I even asked Joe. I was like, "Should I like change my pick?" He was like, "No,
No, you're
I
fine.
don't want to be
Yeah.
like sensitive."
Yeah. Hurricanes happen.
Yeah, you're fine.
Alligators
That's the
exist.
pick. There's a pick next week.
I'm
I'm
excited
excited.
to rewatch it.
I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah.
Kristen, have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So just
Oh,
Sonia.
Siberia's the only one who
It's
hasn't
just
seen
me.
it. Yeah.
But I only
Ooh.
watched it once, like back when it came out. So
Yeah, same. I haven't seen it since. So I'm curious to see if it's as good as I remember.
yeah.
I've seen it a few times. I think it holds up every time.
I mean, I love creature features. I just love I especially love campy ones. This isn't campy, but I love campy creature. So that's why I like creature features. So I always watch one when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
like Beast was like, go off.
Puppies was so good.
Yeah.
I need to watch that.
And because
I need
this
to watch
one
it too.
has,
Idris
like,
Elba.
this one has like water too, and I just said,
Mhm.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want water that you can't see through. So like the combination of a monster in water is always gonna land for me.
And the
Mm.
trapped in tight spaces. I
yeah,
mean, it's
all
always
three of
gonna
them.
make me.
yeah, like I got the heebie-jeebies all
Hell,
Mhm.
yay. Hell, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeehaw.
So that's it.
Yeehaw.
And we're organized now, so we
Yes.
should be
Yeah.
posting on Friday regularly.
We
Oh,
got our
and
shit together.
yeah, and we'll talk about it, but we got invited onto another podcast.
Yeah, this was the exciting
Yeah.
announcement on our
So
Instagram
they were
story.
like, we thought you'd be perfect for the Halloween episode, and I was like, oh,
We would be.
we would be. So yeah, when that information comes out, we will post it.
Yes, we sure will.
Okay.
Well,
We're so bad at ending.
We
I
are.
know,
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, that was the
guess
thing,
That
and
was the
thank you.
episode.
This is
Okay.
a podcast. Thanks
And
for listening to the this
This-
episode of a podcast.
We watched the movie. You watched the movie.
And
Honestly-
then we talk about the movie.
Honestly,
Okay.
honestly, it gives us character. We're so we're so relatable.
We're so
We can
relatable.
really keep telling ourselves that.
We'll pretend this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really working for us.
We're not awkward nerds or anything.
Yeah, no. All
I
right,
make awkwardness work for
bye.
All right, well, make sure you go watch Crawl before our next episode, and we will see you guys next
See you
week.
later, alligators.
Gator. Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.